Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new, make sure you hit that subscribe button and let's get right into this video. So today, so let me give you a bit of context, a little bit of backstory, a little bit of a reality check. So whenever I sit down to do some nails, usually look for nail inspiration, I'll be honest, half of the time I can't ever find anything. I'm way too picky, I overthink it, and it just takes me forever. And also I'm kind of lazy sometimes or not in the mood to do something so crazy. All that being said, I have decided to challenge myself slightly here. So instead of sitting here trying to look for nail inspiration for hours, yes, I will sit here for hours and just look for inspiration, and then eventually I'll give up because I'll get too tired, and at that point I don't want to do nails, no. And then I just wasted 2 hours of my life looking for nail inspo that never came. So to solve this problem today, I am just gonna go on Pinterest and search up some nails, and the first thing I get, that is what I have to do. I'm frightened. I don't want to do this, but also I don't want to sit here for many hours trying to find a nail design. So I'm gonna do this. Even if it's hard, I have to try and do it still. Because that's one thing about me. If I'm looking at a nail design and I'm like, okay, that's too much, I don't want to do that, then I won't do it. But now with this challenge, we have to do it. So I'm gonna go ahead on my good old iPad and open up good old Pinterest. So what do we search up here? I've got some options. I just type in nails and the first thing that comes up is what I do. Or I could do simple nails, summer nails. I'm not quite sure. I'm scared. What if the first thing I get is like too crazy? No, like the first thing I get, I will think about it, and if it's just actually like I can't actually do that, then we're obviously gonna research, but okay, I think I'm gonna go with summer nails because that's the time of the season, summer. So I'm gonna search up summer nails, and the first thing I get is what we are gonna have to go ahead and do. Search. Oh! Oh, right. Okay, well, okay. So here's another thing. Something else that also takes me so long to decide on nail sets is because I want them to be what people actually want to see. I focus on that a lot, that sometimes it gets discouraging when I just can't find anything that I'm like, yeah, this is good enough for a video. But today we are gonna get over that. We are just gonna do these nails because it's fun and because we can and because it's a challenge. So this is the design we went ahead and got. Just the first design that I searched up under summer nails, and this is what we're gonna have to do. Luckily, it is doable, and I like the design. I think it's cool and interesting and wacky and crazy and abstract. So let's get started. Okay, so for this video, I'm thinking I'm gonna do some Gel X nails because I'll be honest with you, it's 9:30 at night. I don't feel like doing polygel right now. So we're gonna do some Gel X nails. So I've got some full cover tips, and then for this nail design, I have a bunch of different gel polishes here. Ignore the state of some of my things. Oh my gosh, what is that? Anyways, got the different colored gel polishes. I might have to do a little mixing, but oh well. We'll also need some blooming gel for the croc print effect, some rhinestone glue for the 3D nail art, and then some dip powder or acrylic, whatever you've got. I'm just using some dip powder, clear, has to be clear, to make that 3D nail art textured effect. And that is pretty much all we're gonna need for this nail design. So let's finally get into this nail prep. So I'm just gonna do my most basic nail prep because my nails aren't that bad. I've been doing nails so much recently. So I'm just gonna start by pushing back the cuticles. You know, this nail design wasn't the worst thing we could have gotten. I'm actually grateful. It's actually not that hard to do, so I am thanking the high heavens of the universe. Next, I'm just going to trim off any excess dead skin from around the cuticle areas. Also, another thing, since I got the inspiration picture from Pinterest, it's usually hard to find who the original creator of the nails were unless they have like a tag in the picture, and I don't think there is one, so I'm not really sure who the creator of this nail set is. But if you guys know, you can leave it in the comments. So that is all I'm gonna do for nail prep. It's very basic and simple, but just know if you are doing your nails to last and you're doing Gel X, you should definitely file over the surface of your nails just gently, just to get some texture on there so everything can adhere to it better. And then I would go in with some dehydrator and primer, and then that final layer of base coat over your nails, and then you would apply your Gel X nails. But because I do nails so often, I'm gonna put on a peel off base coat, and I'm using a DIY version, which is just a little little layer of cuticle oil on your natural nails and then a layer of top coat, and it makes the nails pop off super easily, except sometimes you could risk the nails popping off during the nail set. You just gotta make sure you put a really small amount of cuticle oil. So I will be right back after I put that on. Okay, so I have a new full cover tip box. I actually got this one on Amazon and it looks identical to the one that I got on Shein, because the one I got from Shein, I was running out of a certain number that I really needed because that's like for 2 of my fingers. So I got a new one from Amazon, and it was more expensive, but hey, it came the next day, so there's that. So I'm gonna go ahead and start sizing these out. I really should have done this before I put on my peel off base coat. But I love these full cover tips because they are just perfectly square and they fit my nail really nicely, and they have a very good structure in my opinion. And they're very thick too. These are like the only full cover tips that I can tolerate. Oh, see, my base coat is peeling up. This is why you do this before you put on the peel off base coat. Okay, well, for Gel X nails, I feel like it's usually better to do the bigger size, just because, like, I don't know, it's Gel X. Peel that up. Ooh, is that satisfying? And then who else? Her. Maybe I should use my tweezers. More visually aesthetic. Ooh, did that tickle anyone's pickle? Am I allowed to say that? I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to re-put on that peel off base coat. 1 second. You know what else I should have done? I already put on the new peel off base coat, but I should have shaped the cuticle areas. Yes. I don't know why, it's just like I follow the natural steps of like when I do polygel nails. So, you know, nail prep and stuff, that usually comes first before I deal with nail tip stuff, and I end up with problems. I just have to hover this over. I can't actually touch the base coat. Oh, right. So yeah, I'm just filing the cuticle areas to fit the cuticle area of my nail. That way when we glue these on, it'll be nice and customized. I think this one's good. And what I usually like to do after I file it is just to buff the edge here, because it can be kind of rough still and a little frayed. So we are gonna go ahead and get gluing these nail tips on. I just have a UV flashlight, and this one comes with a stand. Nicely magnetizes to this stand, and I can easily glue on my tips that way. So another thing I would recommend before you glue on your tips is to file on the insides of the full cover tip where your natural nail would be. And you know, that is for people who are doing their nails to last, but since I'm not, I'm just going to skip that step just to save myself some time. So to glue these full cover tips on, I just use base coat, and this works really well for me. I have done Gel X nails to last in the past, and I've used base coat and it hasn't given me any trouble. My nails still lasted really well, you know, with proper nail prep and primer and dehydrator and stuff, so I'm just using base coat and it works for me. So I'm just gonna take some base coat, and I like to put a good amount here by the cuticle area. It takes a little bit of like trial and error just to figure out how much gel you should actually put in there. So once I've got what I think is a good amount to start with, I press, okay, I didn't click the button, guys. Great. Well, let me even see if this is enough. So that is enough. It would have been enough. Guys, make sure you have like things ready, okay? Don't get too excited like me. Clean up brush, some isopropyl alcohol to clean up any mistakes. So let's retry that. Whenever I make a mistake, I like to push the gel back towards the cuticle area to, you know, kind of get a good restarting point. So let's try that again. Oh yeah, click on the light. No! The light literally turned off just as I was gonna put it under there. Okay, yeah, that's just... Okay, let's try this for a third dang time. I'm gonna put on the light. Okay, I think if I forgot how to do this. How do I put it on for 60 seconds? Do I double click? You know what, we're gonna have to do in 20 because I can't remember how to put this thing on for 60. Please. Why isn't the cuticle area getting any gel? Seriously. I saw a comment that said to put a layer of, you know, base coat down on the nail first and then stick it on and see if that will, you know, help with the cuticle area. So I guess we'll try that. Seriously, how do I put this thing on for 60? Oh, you just have to hold it. Okay, try this again. Okay, well now my cuticle area is sweating. Okay, my cat's meowing at my door. This is splendid. This is splendid. I don't even know what to say, guys. That was horrible. I think my gel-X skills have somehow dwindled. So what I'm doing now is I'm filling any gaps with a nail art brush and some more base coat. I just don't know. Did not glue this on good. And yeah, well, first attempt. Hopefully the rest of the nails won't be so bad. So I'm gonna do the layer of base coat. And then I'm going to apply base coat into the nail tip. My pointer finger is more curved, so I usually have to put more gel in this one. And now we attempt something here. My nail light is gonna die. It's not even bright like it's supposed to be. Oh, okay, that one was pretty good. I guess my thumbnail was just a problem because these ones are going on just fine. But Miss Girl over here just would not cooperate. Okay, final nail. See, these ones went on way easier. Let's continue. Okay, and that is that. We've got the gel-X nails all applied. So the next thing, we have to trim these down and fix up the cuticle areas a little bit. Going off the reference picture, these nails look to be about, I don't know, they're still long, maybe like there. That's a good length. Okay, so the nails are trimmed down, and the next thing we're gonna do, I'm going to take this cuticle drill bit with this rounded edge here, and I'm going to go around the cuticle areas just to kind of make them more seamless. So another thing I like to do is get some acetone and a brush that you don't care about. I just like to go around the edge of the nail near the cuticle area, and this kind of like melts it a little bit to blend it in a bit better. Okay, so I feel like that made the nails look much more seamless. The thumbnail's just botched. Let's not even look at the thumbnail. Yeah, that just kind of melts the nail tip a little bit and blends that in better to the cuticle areas, which I think that does a really good job of doing that. So back to more shaping. I'm kind of predicting that I am gonna put on a lot of layers of the Nude gel polish that I have, so I'm not really even gonna shape these because I kind of think I'm gonna shape them afterwards. Yeah, let's just not even waste our time with shaping. I think I am going to buff them really quickly just to give them some texture so that way the gel polish can stick to them better. Okay, so the nails are prepped for some gel polish. I'm just going to wipe these off. So the gel polish that I am using today is this one from this brand that I got on Amazon. And yeah, I bought one full bottle of this color. The color is a bit, I'm not quite sure yet. We're gonna test it. Okay, the color I think is good. It's very sheer. Yeah, yay. Well, I'm gonna be here a while, guys. This is why I didn't even shape the nails before I put this thing on, because probably gonna have to do like 4 coats, realistically. But I think the color is good. Okay, you know what? It's a bit more opaque than the old one I was using. Well, coat number 1. Hang on, because you know what? 2 coats actually doesn't look that bad. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I was really not looking forward to doing like 4 coats on these nails. I think 2 actually is good. Okay, so I feel like 2 coats looks good, but I'll have to see on the actual like good nails to really know. Let's go ahead and start on the first coat. Okay, let's start on layer number 2. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm thinking these are gonna need 3 coats. I think I just did much thinner layer on these ones compared to the thumbnail because I don't care about the thumbnail. Okay, I'm gonna do a 3rd layer, but hey, it's better than 4 layers, so. I don't know, you can still kind of see my natural nail through there. I might put a 4th coat. Okay, whatever, I'm just gonna put a 4th coat. Well, I guess gel polish turned out to be just as sheer as I expected. I mean, you can still kind of see my natural nail through there, but I'm not gonna do more than 4 coats. That's just crazy. Maybe it would have just been faster to do polygel. Okay, I think that is a good opacity. So we're gonna stop it at 4 layers. I'm gonna do the final 2 layers on this thumbnail. Okay, so I got all the gel polish on and now we're going to come back to some shaping. You know, I know this is not really how people do it. They usually just shape it, put on gel polish and finish the nail art and stuff, but I cannot leave them like this. I would say sides, they're like good, but the tip of the nail, I definitely have to file that because it's just a little bulbous at the tip. Hopefully they don't pop off because I've got to peel off base coat on and I'm scared. Okay, so I shaped the nails and I feel like that made them look so much better. They look much more crisp, no weird bulbous gel polish ends. So we got all the gel polish base on and now we are going to do these French tips and all the nail art. So let's just start on the thumbnail. It's a neon green French tip with like this dark reddish pink zebra print. Little wacky, but hey, summer, colorful, abstract, and this was the nail set that we randomly got, so we have to go through with it. So I'm gonna start by making a outline for my French tip. I want like a lot of color, so I'm not gonna make these super deep. Once I do the outline, now I'm just going to take the regular gel polish brush and fill in the rest. You know, looking back at the reference picture, this thumbnail wasn't really a neon green. It was actually more like a highlighter yellow color, but we already have this, so we're not changing it. This is like close enough, right? And now we're just gonna do the zebra print, which is in this really pretty color that I actually really like. I don't really know what the thumbnail looks like exactly because it's not really in the picture, but I could tell that it's highlighter yellow with this zebra print. Well, I'm just gonna have to go off and do my own thing. Okay, that was too thick. It's not a bad color combination though, I don't think. Okay, that's actually not bad. I actually think that's really cute. Like, what a great color combination. Okay, Okay, so that was me like taking down the little bulk of the zebra print nail art, so that way when we top coat it, hopefully it looks a bit smoother. But yeah, I actually really like this nail. I like the colors, and I think the zebra print turned out really nice. Took some creative liberties down here because I can't see it in the picture, but I just kind of made the zebra print go over the French tip. Yeah, I like it. That's actually a really nice color combination. I'm gonna cure that. Okay, next up, the pointer finger. This one is the blue French tip with yellow croc print. So the yellow is like, once again, like highlighter yellow, but I don't have highlighter yellow. How do you make highlighter yellow color? Because I don't quite think this blue and this yellow will go together. Oh, why don't I have highlighter yellow? Hold on. I opened my drawer of extra gel polish and I literally think I just found highlighter yellow. I opened the drawer and it was the first thing I saw. Okay, yes. Model ones. Thank you. This is like a really old bottle. I don't think I've ever used this. Like, thank goodness the bottle is colored highlighter yellow. Should have used this on the thumbnail, but oh well. Okay, it's not really mixing up in there. Looks like it's gonna be very sheer, but hey, this is all we've got. Good. All hope is not lost. I'm running out of this blue. It's not really the correct blue color, but the one in the picture is a touch like green, but I don't really feel like mixing it. So we're doing the blue French tip. I'm going to start with the outline once again. Also, it's currently 11:17. I think I said I started these at like 9:30. How long has that been? Like an hour and something? I think that's pretty good, but would I have taken the same amount if I just did polygel? I don't really know. But hey, we're here. Is that like a good French tip length? I don't know. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Did I say that right? Why did I get the urge to say that? Is that an actual word? Okay, now let's do the croc print. So I'm taking some blooming gel. I'm gonna put the thinnest layer possible because blooming gel is super thick and I do not want these nails getting to be too thick. Okay, blooming gel layer is on, and now I'm going to do the croc print using this highlighter yellow we found. Hopefully it's opaque enough, but I'm not too sure. So the design for this is like one here, and then one coming this way, so. Oh gosh. This gel polish is super grainy and weird. You can barely see it. It looks like the earth. I don't like it. Get off my nail. Okay, so no, again. Okay, I think that's much better. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna cure that. I added some white into the mix. As you can see, I've got a huge mess going on over here, and I think that helped it. It's the best we're gonna get, honestly. Okay, it's not bad. I actually like it. So we're gonna move on to, I'm gonna skip the two middle fingers because it has the 3D dip powder thingy and I just don't want to get that everywhere, so I'm gonna move on to the pinky nail first. This one is a bright yellow French tip. I don't really have that correct yellow color, so we're just gonna keep using this one that we mixed together. You know what? That's gonna have to do. Okay, now let's add on the globs. This is not quite going how I expected. Let's retry that. Okay, so I actually think it looks pretty cool like that, but we're still gonna put the orange gel polish on it. So I'm just gonna paint these globs with the orange. Okay, I think that's pretty cool. So finally, the last two nails. I'm just gonna do the French tips at the same time. So the middle finger is a orange French tip. Okay, I really love this color. Like, that's such a nice color, and it just, why does all these go together? I don't know. Like, they look so cool together. Okay, so we're gonna get started on the middle finger first. This one has the neon green dots. Gotta make sure to have the dip powder ready for after as well. So I'm just gonna make some dots on the nail, I suppose. I'm starting with the bigger dots first, because I don't want to like accidentally forget to put too many big ones. Okay, now we're just gonna fill it with smaller ones, I guess. Oh goodness. Wait, I kind of like it though. Like, it looks crazy, yeah, but I kind of like it. Like, why do I like it? It's nice. I don't know. Like, it's super cool. The heck? Yeah, let's cover this with the dip powder. Uh-oh. I've made a grave mistake. I've made a grave mistake! Okay, well, this is gonna get taken off my nail! It was good, too! Look how cool that looks. I forgot to put top coat on. You're supposed to put top coat on before you do this. I forgot. I got too excited. Okay, well, it's gotta get off our nails now. I gotta redo this. Luckily, it's not too hard, but I'm gonna do something I've always wanted to do. I'm gonna touch this. Ooh, goopy. I'm sorry, I let my gut thoughts get the better of me, my impulses. Wow, look at that. Okay, so let's actually put on the top coat first. Okay, let's retry that now that the top coat is finally on. Okay, finally let's do the squiggly nail art. Wow, super cool. Okay, we are done with the nails and all of the nail art, and now we can finally finish all of these nails off with some top coat, except for the 3D textured ones. Those we already put top coat underneath. The top coat is on, and I am just going to finish these off with some cuticle oil. Here are how the nails turned out. Let me know what you guys think of this nail set in the comments. Okay, so these nails are so cute. I really actually do love them. For it just being a random nail set, like we had to do the first thing that we saw, these are so cute. So these are just some colorful summer abstract gel X nails that we did today. I really love all the nail art. I think it goes together so well. It's very unique, but I like that about this, and it's very colorful. So on the pointer finger, this one is a blue French tip with like yellowy green croc print kind of. The only thing with this nail is it's a little lumpy because of the blooming gel and the croc print. That's like the one thing with blooming gel. It's like I feel like it's always lumpy. Anyways, middle finger is an orange French tip with these green textured 3D dots, which I really like this one. I was a little afraid of this one, I won't lie, but I actually really like how it turned out, and I like it with the whole nail set. Ring finger is my favorite. I love the dark red pinkish French tip color, and then paired with this blue with the squiggles, like I love this nail so much. This one is so cute. And then for the pinky, this one is a yellow French tip with the 3D orange globs. Yeah, I don't know what else am I supposed to call that. No, but I've been really wanting to do this type of globby whatever nail art, and I finally got to do it today, and I really like it. And then finally the thumbnail is this neon green French tip with the dark reddish pink zebra print. Wow, I really love how these nails turned out. And then we also did gel X. I'm pretty happy with how they look. They definitely look like polygel to me, so I'm happy with the outcome of that. But yeah, we had to do the first nail set that we could find when we searched up summer nails, and this is what we had to recreate. I'm really happy that I did this today. It's something different and it was fun for me. I didn't have to sit here for like hours and hours trying to find the perfect nail set to do. I just had to do whatever the first thing I saw was, and that was really fun for me. And you know what? I think we got really lucky with this nail set. We could have gotten something super hard, like actually really hard, but I think this one was a good medium level, and I'm quite grateful. I am quite grateful because it could have been a lot worse. So I am very happy with these. I love these nails. I think they turned out so great. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. But yeah, that is pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!